champions, a very good evening to all my little champions. I hope everyone is doing really good. I'm just confused because in my mobile it does not appear that it has started. Yes, it has started. Hi Aman, a very good evening to you. We'll just wait for a minute so that all the other Chutko gang can come along. Yeah, and then we will start off with our MCQ series for Human Health and Diseases chapter, which carries almost around 11 marks in your PU2 board examination. Jyotika, a very good evening, dear. Okay? Chalo. So I think we should be starting by, and we'll see if at all someone comes along and things like that. Works? Chalo. So, starting with the first question, the rule is that you have to keep guessing, okay, the answers. And how do you guess the answers? You have to tell that question number 1, the answer is A, B, C, D, whatever it is. You have to let me know that. Works? Chalo. So, the first question says, which of the following pairs contains an infectious and a non-infectious disease respectively? What do you mean by infectious? Something that can be transferred from one organism to other organism. That is infectious. Non-infectious as in a regular basis, okay, without, in regular basis it won't be transferred from one organism to other organism. Okay, for example, I can say if I cough, and because I'm coughing, the droplets are being passed on to the next person, that person is getting infected. So this type of diseases come under infectious diseases. Now you have to look for the pair. Hi Shagufta, I am great. Thank you for asking. I hope you are also doing super good. Aman Shetty, good evening dear. So the Jyotika is the first one to tell me the answer for the same. It's 1B according to Jyotika. Let's see. So you have to spot one infectious and the other non-infectious disease. My dear children, typhoid and AIDS we are having as the first option. Now typhoid is something that can be spread from one organism to the other organism. Can you tell me the route, how it is spread? Can you tell me the route? Now this is something offbeat, but yes, I am not here to ask the questions which are just put over here. I will be asking certain extra questions and it's for you to revise properly. So how is typhoid spread? I am saying it is an infectious disease and you are totally correct. You all said 1B. 1B, 1B is wrong, Baba. 1A. 1A is the correct answer. Typhoid is an infectious disease which can be passed from one organism to other. I am asking you how it is passed. And talking about AIDS, it is non-infectious. Just because I am sitting beside a person who is having AIDS or I am touching their utensils or doing something like that, I would not be having AIDS, my dear children. AIDS is only spread through what? Through blood and also genital fluids, the body fluids which are there. So it is not infectious. Okay, so Aman Shetty, Shagufta, every one of you said 1A, Jyotika said 1B, Baba, it's time to correct, it's 1A, but I want you to tell me, anyone from this Bacha party, can you tell me how is typhoid spread? I have been asking for too long. How is typhoid spread? Why is it known as infectious disease? Do you know about Typhoid Mary? So Typhoid Mary was a person who used to cook food. Now she had typhoid and the thing was, she was not very well sanitized. Okay, after using the washroom, she used to cook food, and because of the same thing, the other people got diseased. Now, that is a gross thing that happened, but it happened, and it's a practical thing that can happen. Right? So, basically, it spreads through fecal-oral route. Okay, that is the fecus. Basically, when it gets mixed with the food or basically the water that we are drinking, that's how this particular disease is being caused, by contamination of water and food. Exactly. Okay, and this contaminated food and water we would be taking in. That is why it is known as fecal-oral route. Fecus and then oral as in our mouth. By our mouth, we are taking that is inside our body. Great, Jyotika. Kudos to you. Okay, so this is the answer. Let's go ahead and see. Yes. Now, next question. Which of the following is not a bacterial disease in humans? It is not. You're asked about which is not a bacterial disease. Pneumonia, my dear children, malaria, plague, diphtheria, which is not a bacterial disease. Chutku party, seems like today your energy is low and my energy is way too much. Is that so? Please prove me wrong. I don't want your energy to be less and my energy to be more. I want equal energy from both our end. So, which is not a bacterial disease. Okay, Jyotika said, Baba, it's 2. Okay, I hope you are saying 2. Yeah. So, Jyotika, Aman Shetty and Shagufta said it's 2B. Is it correct? Is B correct? Let's see. So, pneumonia is caused by, according to your NCERT, it is caused by 2 bacteria, Streptococcus pneumoniae and Haemophilus influenzae. They are bacterial disease. Done. What about malaria? Malaria is caused by Plasmodium. Now, Plasmodium is what, my dear children? It is a protozoan. So, it is a protozoan disease, not a bacterial disease. So, you all are correct when you said that B is the answer. That is, it is not a bacterial disease. What about plague and diphtheria? Plague and diphtheria is also bacterial disease. Now, this is given just underneath the paragraph of your pneumonia. In one line, it is mentioned that plague and diphtheria are also bacterial diseases. So, very good to you. Okay. Okay, Vani says virus. Baba, what do you mean by that? So, all of you are correct. Let's go with the next question. Yeah? Yes. One of the following is not the causal organism for ringworm. That is, it is not a causative organism for ringworm disease. Now, ringworm is not a worm, it's a disease's name. That is because there is a thing like this. There's a scar like this being found which looks like a worm. Now, you have to tell me which one is not the causative agent or which one is not the one that causes ringworm. So, you have few options. Okay, you have few options. One is microsporum, other is trichophyton, then is epidermophyton, and then you have macrosporum. Which one is not the causative organism of ringworm disease? Jyotika says 3D. Is it true? Let's see, is it true? Shagufta also says it's 3D. Anyone to challenge both of these people? Anyone up there to challenge out these people? Isn't it fourth, right? Okay, fourth. Okay, fourth as in you're talking about D, right? I hope it's D. Okay, there is someone new over here, Dave N. Hi, Dave. And you're also saying D. So, let's see D. So, my dear children, yes, you all are correct. D is not the causative organism. Microsporum, trichophyton, epidermophyton, all of them, they are fungi, and all of them are responsible for causing this disease, that is ringworm disease. Whereas macrosporum is nothing like that and it does not cause any ringworm disease. So, you all are correct. Kudos to you. Great one. Yeah, fourth option is right. You're absolutely correct. Now, fourth question. Okay, so every time you give me the answer, please give me like this. 4A, 4B, 4C. It becomes easy for me to understand. Okay. Aman Shetty says, you're my favorite biology teacher, ma'am. Oh, that's so sweet of you. I'm so thankful to hear that. Okay, now, an intestinal parasite which causes blockage of the intestinal passage and whose eggs are excreted along with the feces of infected person is. So, the question is, I'm going to explain you this, okay, for anyone who has having language barrier. Okay, listen to me. There's one parasite that lives in the intestine. And what does it do? It causes blockage in the intestine. It just stays there in the intestine and causes blockage over there. And later, it also does one more thing. It lays eggs. It lays eggs, and these eggs are being excreted outside the human body with the help of the feces that the human is being producing. Now, what is this particular parasite? That is a question. So, Dev said, Shagufta said, Mamta is here. Jyotika, Ananya is someone new over there. Hi, Ananya. So, every one of you says it's B. Fatima is also saying it's B. Let's see if it's B or not. Okay. So, Wuchereria bancrofti, it is the one that causes filariasis or elephantiasis. It is not the one that causes intestinal problem. Okay. Now, Ascaris, as you all said, yes, it is also known as roundworm. Okay. And this is the guy which stays in the intestinal passage and makes a huge ruckus out there. So, this becomes your answer. You all are correct. Kudos to you. Epidermophyton, microsporum, as I said, they are fungi and it causes what? Ringworm disease. Okay? Chalo. Next. Okay, this is the answer. Vani, Baba, let's just motivate each other, okay? There is nothing negative over here, okay? We all are friends and we all are gonna ace exam. That is the only motive, okay? So, yes. Now, elephantiasis, a chronic inflammation that results in gross deformities, is caused by. So, you are asked about a disease that is elephantiasis. Okay. Now, this is going to cause chronic inflammation, as in there will be too much swelling and things like that. And it is caused by what organism? That is the question. Shagufta says it's C. Dev says it's 5C. Again, Jyotika says it's C. Ananya, Baba, it's 5. Yeah, okay. But it's C. Mamta says it's C. Anyone else who wants to challenge them? Who wants to say that this is wrong, ma'am? It's not C. It's not C. Anyone out there? Okay. I suppose no one is out there going to challenge them. Option 3 is right, ma'am. Okay, option 3. Okay, you are also saying, one is also saying it's C, Baba. So let me check C. Yes, it is C. So Wuchereria is the one, or Wuchereria bancrofti or Wuchereria malai. There are two species. Okay, both of them, they're responsible for causing this disease, that is Elephantiasis. Okay, now there is one more name for this disease. That is something out of the context that I am teaching. Can you tell me the other name of Elephantiasis? Can anyone tell me the other name of Elephantiasis? Batao, 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 batao. Vani, no Baba, you are correct. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, Elephantiasis is caused by Wuchereria. Now I am asking each of the Chutko people out here, what is the other name of Elephantiasis? Go open your NCERT textbook, but I want the answer from you guys. It's okay even if you study now, but you have to study along with me. Yes, Dave, it is filariasis. Shagufta, not ascariasis. Okay, ascariasis is caused by ascaris, the disease that we learned previously, right? This particular disease is ascariasis. Okay, this is caused by ascaris. Now, when you're talking about Elephantiasis, it is caused by Wuchereria and it is also known as filariasis. Great. So, Devansh, Jyotika, Shagufta, you all are correct. Shakatali is here. Hi, dear. Filariasis. Exactly. Good. So, you have to remember, either way the question comes, you have to tell the answer. It's Wuchereria. Cool. Now, let's go to the next question. Which of the following is affected by infection of Wuchereria bancrofti? Again, something related to all this thing. Hi, Jeet Pro, long time. So, which of the following is affected by the infection of Wuchereria bancrofti? Your lymphatic vessels, respiratory system, nervous system, or your blood circulation? Tell me. What is being affected? And just by that time, I will just put my phone on charging. Somehow, the charge is not there. Wuchereria, bacha, Vani, it is under Aschelminthes. Okay, it is under phylum Aschelminthes. So, Dev says it's 6A, Shagufta says it's A, Jeet Pro A, Muhammad Afrar, that's someone new. Hi dear, it's A, Mamta also A, Dev, Fatima, oh my god, everyone says it's A. So, I will also say it's A only, you are totally correct. It's the lymphatic vessels which are being affected because of Wuchereria bancrofti. Okay, so lymphatic vessels which are there, what usually happens is that, I'll tell you one scenario. So, there are cells over here, and these cells, basically they are supplied with essential nutrients with the help of the capillaries. Suppose this is the capillaries. Capillaries have small little pores through which what happens when the blood comes in high pressure, little amount of plasma, little amount of WBC, little amount of all the stupid things, it comes out. It comes out in between the spaces of the cell. In between these spaces, okay. Now, the fluid which is getting accumulated over here, which is consisting of plasma, WBC and everything, this is what you call as lymph fluid. This is what you call as lymph fluid. Now, this lymph fluid cannot stay over there. If it stays over there, it will cause swelling and things like that. So, what do? We have another blood vessel which take this lymph inside, and that is known as lymphatic vessels. That is known as lymphatic vessels. Now, you only think if this particular Wuchereria comes and affect the lymphatic vessels, the lymph will still be there and it will cause swelling. That is why we say that Wuchereria causes swelling. Okay, I hope you understood this. Fine. Okay, so you all got it correct. And Vani, ma'am, how to remember all the phylums example with their scientific name? Can you please give me one tip? I will surely give you one tip at the end of this session. Okay, Vani, done, deal? Let's complete all the questions because obviously it might be, saddening for others who are waiting for the MCQs, right? But I am promising you, I'll be giving you a tip. Works? Now, okay, chalo. Next question is up here. Which of the following disease is transmitted by the bite of female mosquito vector? Filariasis, amoebiasis, typhoid, pneumonia. Tell me. Seventh answer. Hi Rupa, I saw your answer. Great. Okay, now can you solve the 7th question please, my dear children? Which of the disease do you think it is transmitted by the bite of the female mosquito vector? Put your answer like this. Okay, 7A, B, C, whatever it is there. Jyotika says 7A. Maruti says it's D. Everyone has a different answer this time. Shagufta says it's C. Dev says it's C. Guys, Raghavan says it's C. Array. The question is, which is the disease that is transmitted by the bite of the female mosquito vector? My dear children, typhoid, the C thing you are saying, typhoid is not spread by mosquito, right? I told you. Remember typhoid Mary, she cooked food without washing her hands. So basically the contamination is there in the fecus. And the fecus, when it spreads through water and the food, basically that's how, when we have this food and water, contaminated food and water, that's how we get typhoid. It's a bacterial disease. So it is not typhoid, it is not C, it's not D. Chalo, give me one final answer everyone. That means we have to be thorough with our NCERT. Shaukat Ali says it's B, Baba, no. B is also not the correct answer. It is not amoebiasis. Amoebiasis is also spread like that. Okay, by contaminated food and water and things like that. And this, what happens is that there is fly. Okay, house fly is there, no? The house fly sits on the contaminated, fecus and things like that, and then on the food, and that food has been eaten up. But house fly is not a vector. It does not come and bite us. Okay, I hope you know that. So since every one of you tried, okay, Rupa is saying the answer correctly, and I have to tell kudos to you, Rupa. It is filariasis, it is A. So disease that we are talking about, for instance, a long time, Wuchereria bancrofti. Wuchereria bancrofti is the organism that causes filariasis. But who transfers this Wuchereria bancrofti? It's the mosquito. It's the mosquito. And what is the name of this famous mosquito? Its name is Culex mosquito. So Culex, suppose I have filariasis and now a mosquito comes and bites me and comes and bites you. Then there are high chances that you will be also having this particular disease. You will be developing this disease. So this is caused by vector. So in your NCERT, there are only 2 diseases which are caused, no, not 2, 4 diseases which are caused by bite of mosquito. Can you tell the name of the disease? I'll tell 2. You tell me 2. Okay. One is malaria caused by female Anopheles mosquito. The other is filariasis caused by Culex mosquito. Can you tell me the other names? Can you tell me the other names? There are 2 more diseases, dengue and chikungunya. Dengue and chikungunya are caused by Aedes mosquito. So in total we have 4 diseases. Okay, malaria, Anopheles, this one Culex mosquito, okay, and then you have dengue and chikungunya caused by Aedes mosquito. Cool? Great, Jyotika. Okay. So that's how. So it's okay if you didn't know the answer, my dear children. It's totally fine. Okay. You still have time to go through your NCERT and read it, and that is why even I am here. Even if you get wrong answer, it is totally fine by me. Just understand your mistakes, rectify it, and let's correct it on the day of exam. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, chalo. Which of the following pairs correctly matches a disease and a pathogen causing it? So you have to find the correct pair of the disease and the pathogen which is responsible for causing it. Can you tell me the answer? And this time whoever says the answer in different format, I'm not going to tell your names. So please, that's a small thing from me. Please tell your answers like this, 8A, 8B, 8C, whatever is there. Please, 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 to avoid any confusion, okay? Jyotika is the first one to say it's 8A. Okay. Anyone to challenge Jyotika up over here? So she says that this is a perfect pair. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella typhi. Anyone who disagrees? Shagufta also says it's 8A. Mamta says it's 8A. Maruti says it's 8A. Great, great children. Rupa also says it's 8A. Muhammad Afrar, 8B. Fatima says it's 8A. Vani says A option is correct. Okay. Baba. Okay. So B and C is not correct. I'm telling you that. Okay, B and C is not correct. Why? Because pneumonia is not caused by Haemophilus pneumoniae. It is Haemophilus influenzae. And the other bacteria's name is Streptococcus pneumoniae. So what they did to confuse is that they put two bacteria together and they put like this. It is Haemophilus influenzae and Streptococcus pneumoniae which causes pneumonia. So this is wrong. Okay. Now malaria is not caused by Ascaris, Baba. Ascaris causes ascariasis. I told you, intestinal blockage and things like that. Malaria is caused by what? It is caused by a protozoan which is Plasmodium. Very famous protozoan. It is what? Plasmodium. Now ringworm disease. Ringworm is caused by fungi. Okay, ringworm, it's not a worm, I'm telling you again, it just gives a worm structure and things like that on our skin, which is why it is known as ringworm disease. It is caused by trichophyton, epidermophyton and microsporum. So what is your answer? There is only one answer, and that is Salmonella typhi causes typhoid. So everyone who got A as the answer, it is correct. Kudos to all of you. And everyone else who didn't get the answer, kudos to you as well. We are going to learn something new today. Okay, chalo. Shall we move ahead with the next question? Children, are you enjoying the session? Do let me know if you're finding any difficulty. I am not going in high pace. If I am going, do let me know that as well. Okay. Now question number 9 says, appearance of dry, scaly lesions with itching on various parts of the body are the symptoms of what disease? So there are dry lesions and things like that, and you have itching and all at that area. So what are these symptoms of which disease? Elephantiasis, ringworm, ascariasis, amoebiasis. So, Bacha Party is here. Jyotika, 9B, Shagufta, 9B, Rivanas, okay, 9B, someone new over here, right? Yes, hi to you. And Rupa says 9B, Mamta says 9B. Okay, I see a lot of you people participating. I'm truly happy. Okay, so Rinma has come. Yes, hi Rinma. And you also say B, B. Okay, Muhammad says B, Marti says B, Pooja says Pooja, hi dear. Everyone is saying B. So let's log B. Actually, it is B. Okay, ringworm disease is caused by fungi, and what you should not be doing to not get this disease, basically do not share your towels. So we not know who has the disease. If we share our towels and all, you can pass your diseases. If you share the comb, towels and things like that. So please don't share your personal items with the people who do not you do not know. Okay, it's just for safety. That's all. Not because you should not be sharing. Okay, you should be sharing things that you can share. Yes. So let's go ahead with the next question. Hemozoan. Now that is something I want you to answer. Hemozoan is a precursor of hemoglobin. Precursor of hemoglobin as in something that helps in the formation of hemoglobin, things like that. B. Toxin released from Streptococcus infected cells. Okay. C. Toxin released from Plasmodium infected cells. D. Toxin released from Haemophilus infected cells. Tell me. Jyotika is the first one to answer everywhere. So that's a great thing. So 10C, Ravna also says it's 10C, Marti says 10C. Anyone there to challenge this? Shagufta says 10C, Rupa 10C, Shaukat Ali 10C. Okay, everyone says it's C, C, C. So let's log C. Okay, my dear children, C is the correct answer. Why I'm telling you? I'm going to straightly tell you the answer. Okay, so hemozoan, basically what happens is that, you know, we have RBC, that is erythrocytes in our body. RBC is also known as erythrocytes, and this RBC has something that is known as hemoglobin. What happens is that when the Plasmodium enters our body, it enters in one stage which is known as sporozoite stage. If you listen to me carefully, you will be able to answer a lot of questions that comes in your exam as well. So Plasmodium enters in a stage that is what? Sporozoite stage. And this is passed from mosquito to us. So mosquito comes and bites us, and when it puts its saliva, okay, it puts its saliva so that it can drink the blood very easily. Its saliva has anti-clotting agents. So the blood is not clotted and we can get a sip, very easy sip over there. Okay, so now the sporozoites are being inserted. Now these sporozoites travel through our blood and goes to the first camp. So there's a terrorist, it goes to the first camp, that is the liver. In the liver, they divide, they separate, they go into different stages and things like that. Anyway, it affects the liver. Now the next thing that it affects is the RBC, my dear children. Now in the RBC, what happens is that it will divide into the next stage that is known as gametocyte stage. Gametocyte stage. Okay, gametocyte stage is that stage which will further give the gametes. it will further give the gametes later on. So as of now, what happened? In the liver they affected, liver cells and everything got blasted and they moved to the next location, that is what? RBC. In the RBC they see hemoglobin and they break it down to heme and globin protein. They break it down to heme and globin. But the thing is, they are the heme molecule which is there, it is kind of very toxic for these gametocytes. So what do? Basically they convert it into something that is less toxic, and that is hemozoin. That is hemozoin. Everything is happening inside the RBC. Now what happens? These guys are also dividing inside the RBC. Once the RBC bursts off, what happens? This hemozoin which is there, it is also being released. And when this hemozoin is being released, we get high fever and things like that. So it is kind of toxic for us. Okay, it is kind of toxic for us because it is not generally made in our body like that. And also along with that, they release the gametocytes, the other cells. Okay, so this is the whole thing about. So toxins released from Plasmodium infected cell is what? Hemozoin. I hope you know the story now. One last thing that I want to tell. So gametocyte, I told you this is a stage which will be forming gametes later on. But this does not happen in our body. It stays in gametocyte stage. Now a mosquito comes and drinks our blood. When it drinks our blood, it is taking this gametocytes with the blood. And inside the mosquito's gut, for suppose I am mosquito, inside my gut, this gametocyte will now be forming gametes, and the gametes comes together to form sporozoites and stuff like that. And again, the whole cycle goes on, goes on, goes on. So I hope you understood the basic of these things. Okay, so hemozoin, the answer is C. Going ahead with the next option that we are having, next question that we are having. Chalo. A toxic substance responsible for the chills and high fever recurring every 3 to 4 days in malarial fever is. Now you tell me the answer for this. I explained you, and if you understood my explanation, you would be able to tell the answer as well. Tell me. A toxic substance, there is a toxic substance which is responsible for chills and high fever, and it reoccurs, this fever and chills reoccurs every 3 to 4 days in malarial fever. What is this toxin? So Jyotika, Shakatali, Shagufta, Maruti, everyone says it's B. Is it B? Ravana also says it's B. Let's see. Ramya, that's someone new. Okay. Baba, it's 11, right? You're answering 11th question, right? So I hope it's 11. Yeah, Pooja says it's B. Rupa again says it's B. Rinna says it's B. Ramya says it's B. Ma'am, will any question come about Mary Mallon? Typhoid Mary, usually you just have to know that someone was there who was responsible for causing typhoid disease. No other question would be coming. Question can be coming on what test is needed for testing diagnosis of typhoid. That is Vidal test. Okay, that can come. That's all. Okay. So as you all said, my dear little champions, hemozoin is the correct answer. As I said, when this is released in our body, it is not usually there in our body, right? So, but this guy comes and causes this whole problem, and that's when hemozoin is being released, and that causes all the chills and things like that. So you all got it correct. Give a big tap to your back. You did amazing work. Okay. Now, Mohammed, I hope I answered your question, yeah? And now question number 12. During the life cycle of Plasmodium, gametocytes develop in. Now, I told you, you will be able to answer a lot of questions if you listen to me. So, during the life cycle of Plasmodium, gametocytes, that is a stage of Plasmodium, okay? It develops in what? Human RBC, human liver, salivary glands of mosquito, gut of mosquito. Where do they develop? Where are they formed? Where are they formed? That is what the question is. Okay, it's not like gametocytes will give rise to gametes. That is not the question. The question is, where do the gametocytes develop? Think. I'm telling you again and again, guys, I'm seeing your answers, which is why I'm telling you again and again. The question is not where gametocyte will give rise to gametes. The question is, where does the gametocyte develop? Where is it produced? Human RBC, human liver, salivary gland of mosquito, gut of mosquito, and let me see who is telling me the correct answer. So, you all logged your answer, right? I'll tell the answer. It will be A. It will be A. Only Ravana got it correct. My dear children, I told you the whole story over here. Listen to me carefully, okay? It went, yeah. I told you, listen to me carefully, okay? Plasmodium. This is a story. It will take 2 minutes, but you have to listen to me carefully. So I am a mosquito. In the mosquito's saliva, the Plasmodium is there in sporozoite stage. Okay, I bit you. When I bit you, the saliva is transferred. Okay, and in my saliva, what is there? Sporozoite is there. This sporozoite will get into the blood. From the blood, it will directly go to the liver first. To the liver. In the liver, they will do their division and things like that. They will have another stages and all. I won't say the name of the stages. They will have another stages. In the liver cells, they will divide, and then later the liver cells also burst open. And now these guys will invade the next thing, that is your RBC. In the RBC, what happens? They are going to feed on your hemoglobin and things like that. It will break down into heme and globin. This heme is very toxic for them, so they will convert into hemozoin, and they just keep it there in the RBC itself. In the RBC, they are converting into the next stage, that is gametocyte stage. Where, my dear children, in the RBC, they are converting into the next stage, that is gametocyte stage. Now, all of them are here. Hemozoin is also here, gametocyte is also here. Slowly, when the RBC bursts open, my dear children, the gametocyte is being released. Okay, hemozoin is being released and things like that. Hemozoin causes fevers and chill. Gametocyte, it is there in our blood. It is not going to form gametes here. It is not going to form gametes over here. What happens? It's there in our blood. The mosquito will come, drink our blood, will take in all the gametocytes. Will take in the gametocytes. Now, this is a mosquito. Inside the gut of the mosquito, this process happens. Gametocyte will finally produce gametes. The gametes will fuse and later form something and do a lot of things. Where it is happening, children? In the mosquito's gut. After fusion and things like that, slowly, whatever is being formed will move to the mosquito's salivary gland. And this stage is known as what? Sporozoite stage, which is being formed. Now, again the mosquito will bite us and the whole thing gets reversed. Okay, so it will be human RBC. Now, if you understood the concept, give me a thumbs up right away. Otherwise, I won't understand that you understood the things or not. Tell me you understood this or not. Then only we will be moving ahead. So now everyone is saying 12A, 12A, but did you understand? Please give me a thumbs up or at least give me a heart in there. Then only I will be sure that you understood this particular thing. If you didn't understand, you can ask me right away. Ma'am, I didn't understand. Can you explain it once more? I'll explain it once more. But this is important. Okay? Okay. So everyone is giving me thumbs up. So thank you, Pradeep and Shagufta. Okay, cool. So I suppose you have understood this. In that case, the answer becomes what? Where is the answer? Yes. So over here, the answer is, sorry, not human liver, it is human RBC. Okay, gametocytes develop in the human RBC. Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Chalo. Next question. Which one of the following is a viral disease? Now that is kind of easy question. Which one is a viral disease? Pneumonia, typhoid, common cold, malaria? Come on, tell me. So, 13 answer is, oh my god, that is my hair doing something. Just a second. You guess the answers and I will be coming in. Oh my god. So 13C, 13C, 13C is what everyone is saying. Shakatali is the first one to say now. Saurabh Shetty, there's someone new out there. Hi Saurabh. Jyotika says C. Pradeep says 13C. Rinma says 13C. Shagufta says. Pooja also says. Okay, since everyone is saying, Muhammad also says. So it is correct. It is what? Common cold. Okay, and common cold is caused by what virus, my dear children? You remember? It is rhinoviruses. It's not just one virus, it's group of viruses, rhinoviruses. Okay, that causes common cold. Pneumonia is caused by bacteria according to NCERT. Typhoid is caused by a Yanabacteria, okay, Salmonella typhi. Malaria is caused by a protozoan, that is Plasmodium. Okay, so common cold is the answer. Gatika Kriti, that's someone new. Hi out there. And yes, you all got your answers correct. This is the answer. Cool? Chalo. Let's go ahead. Pradeep, yeah baba. Shagufta, great. Chalo, 14th question. The human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, primarily attacks and destroys what? Red blood cells, T helper lymphocytes, platelets, T cytotoxic lymphocytes. Now, the question was kind of simple. I changed a bit so that it becomes a little spicy for you to understand. Okay, but I want you to answer this. Maruti, thank you for giving me thumbs up. Okay. Try Madi. The human immunodeficiency virus, what does it attack? HIV virus. Primarily, it goes and attacks what? Shobha Chetan, that's someone new. Okay, hi. So you are all saying B, 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 B. So, okay. Yes, you all are correct, my dear children. It's the T helper lymphocytes. You know, this T helper lymphocytes is the first guy to come in and help in all the other immunological response. So the first guy itself, if it is being killed, then obviously other immunological response will also get down. So it is T helper cells that the HIV virus attacks. Now I'll ask you one more question. Are you ready for one more question? If you are ready, just give me a thumbs up. Something related to this, but not in the question paper over here. Okay, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up, I'll ask you a question. Thank you for giving the hearts, my dear children. You, yeah. Sometimes I go touch everywhere else. Shall I ask? Say yes or do something like that. How will I understand? Yes, okay, fine. The question is, what is the factory of HIV? Which cell is known as factory of HIV? Given in your NCRT. You should be knowing this answer as well. Which cell is the factory of HIV? That means HIV cells are being produced in high amount in this particular cell. Which is the factory of, or what cell is the factory of HIV? Wow, that's crazy. That's so good. Pradeep said it's macrophage. Exactly, it is what, my dear children? Macrophage. Okay, so what happens initially? The HIV virus, it comes and attacks the macrophage. Inside the macrophage, they will make multiple copy of HIV, so many HIV virus. Now, these HIV viruses are all going to attack this poor guy, that is T helper lymphocyte. So, if you are asked about the factory of HIV, it is macrophage. Macrophage is the one that creates lots of HIV, not because it wants to, but because the HIV virus has hijacked the macrophage. That is why it gets in makes lot of HIV viruses. Then it affects the T helper lymphocytes. So, if you are asked what is the one that it primarily attacks, it is T helper lymphocytes only. This is why our immune system goes down. But what is the factory of HIV? Macrophage is the factory of HIV. Cool? So, great to you every one of you who answered. Shagufta, Shaukat, Saurabh, Muhammad. Shobha got it a bit wrong, but it's okay. Okay? Revna also, it's okay. But Pradeep, all of you, great. And every one of you, thank you for trying out. Chalo. Let's see. Next one. Which of the following is an autoimmune disease? Rheumatoid arthritis, tuberculosis, malaria and AIDS. Autoimmune disease, what do you mean by that? Basically, our cells are not able to identify which is foreign cell, which is not foreign. And it goes on killing on our cells, or our own cells. That is autoimmune disease. Okay, so can you tell me which among them is an autoimmune disease? 15A. Pradeep says 15A, Shaukat Ali 15A, A, everyone says A. So, you all are correct. The answer is A. Okay, Ravana, Shagufta, Shobha, Jutika, Mamta, Rupa, Saurabh, Muhammad, everyone says A. Yeshu Baba, it's not malaria Baba, it's rheumatoid arthritis, which is what? Autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease, again I am telling you, it's when our body is not able to understand what is foreign, what is our own cells, and they keep on killing both. That is the thing. And when they kill their own cells, obviously it will be causing some damage. So rheumatoid arthritis is one disease like that. Cool? It's not malaria. Now, malaria is caused by pathogen. Next question, 16th question. Chalo. Try Madi, okay? The substance produced by a cell in viral infection that can protect other cells from further infection is. So basically, a cell is there which is infected by virus. So it is asking for help. But anyways, no one is coming to help it. But this cell is going to help other cells by telling them, hey, there is some virus attack that is happening up over here. So what is that thing that is being released and that protects other cells from getting infected from the virus? That is the question. What does this particular virus infected cell release? So, Okay, you all answered. Pradeep 16C, Revana 16C, Nostalgia, hi dear, 16C, Shobha C, Shaukat Ali C, Rupa C, Muhammad C, Nostalgia C. Okay, every one of you, Maruti, Shobha, Saurabh, okay, Yashu, yes, you're saying interferon. Every one of you is totally correct, my dear children. The answer is interferon. When a cell is infected by virus, if I touch it, it will go. When a cell is infected by virus, it releases something that is known as interferon, and that tells the other cells to stay protected. Just give me a second, I'll be back. Okay? Okay. So that is how things are being displayed up over here. Now is it fine? Okay. Fine. Cool. So your answer is interferon. With this, we are going to the next question. Question number 17. Okay. Antibodies present in colostrum which protect the newborn from certain diseases is. So there is an antibody. No, babies, they cannot create their antibodies at first really fast. They need some time. So what does the mother do? Mother, while breastfeeding, they are giving certain antibodies, ready-made antibodies for the baby for getting protected. Now what is that antibody which the mother will be passing down? That is the question. So I got the answer already. Pradeep says it's B. Shaukat Ali says B. Revna also says it's B. Okay. Mamta B. Saurabh B. Anisha, hi dear. You are also saying it's B. Shobha B. Muhammad D. Okay. Ramya says B. Shobha again. Okay, fine. Since you all say B, I will also log B. So B is the actual answer. It is IgA, immunoglobulin A or antibody A, which is being transferred from the mother's milk to the baby. Now I want you to tell me one more thing, or basically just know one more important thing. How many antibodies do you have, children? We have 5 antibodies. IgA, IgG, A, M, E and D. Gamed. This is how I remember the name of the antibodies. Okay. Now the first antibody which is passed from the mother to the child. Okay. First antibody which is passed from the mother to the child is not A. It will be G. It is G, and it is passed through the placenta. It is passed when the baby is there inside the womb. The fetus is there inside the womb of the mother. So, is the first immunoglobulin or the antibody to be passed is G. But here you are asked antibodies present in colostrum. Colostrum is the first milk, yellow milk which is there. Now, from the milk the first antibody will be A. Always remember this. Now, I will tell you one more thing about one more antibody. This antibody E is being released when you are having allergy. So if someone is having allergy, how do you know if you have allergy or not? When you go to the doctor does a blood checkup, and he sees, or he or she, whoever it is, okay, they see how much level of IgE, immunoglobulin you have in your body. If it's elevated, that means you are facing with an allergy. You are allergic to something. Okay, so IgE, allergy, everything sounds similar, so please remember this thing. So your answer for this question is A, but I hope you got the other answers as well. Yes, Pradeep, IgE is released. It is actually not released from mast cells, but mast cells basically have areas where the IgE can come and attach. Okay, so all of you, Yashu, everyone said it's IgA, totally, really good. Okay, now shall I go with the next question? Okay, which of the following is not a lymphoid tissue? Okay, which of them is not a lymphoid tissue? Shweta also said it's B. Hi Shweta. Spleen you have, tonsils you have, pancreas you have thymus. Which of them is not a lymphoid tissue? What is lymphoid tissue? Lymphoid tissue is where basically your lymphocytes, your blood cells and everything is being formed. Usually when you are focusing on lymphoid tissue, you are talking about lymphocytes. This is where your lymphocytes, B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes are being formed, and they mature, and they also interact with what? The antigens. So when B and T lymphocytes are there, they have to do their work. And when do they do their work? When they see the antigens. Antigens as in anything foreign that comes in their body, and they fight against it. Okay, so you are asked about which is that organ which is not a lymphoid tissue. spleen, tonsils, pancreas or thymus? So let me see the answers. Okay, Pradeep says it's C, Shakatali C, and Revana C, Shagufta C, Mohammed C, Yashu says it's pancreas. Yeah, so it's C option. Okay, Maruti C, Mamta C, every one of you, my dear children, you're all correct. Rest everything is lymphoid tissue. Okay, pancreas is not a lymphoid tissue. So I'll tell you one thing. In lymphoid organs also you have two type of organs. One is the primary lymphoid organs where the cells are being produced and they mature. Okay, and those are two in number. That is bone marrow, and you get a 5-marker question out of this. Please remember, thymus and bone marrow, they are what? Primary lymphoid tissues or organs where the lymphocytes are going to be formed. Okay, they are formed over there. Now, the bone marrow is the place where B lymphocytes mature. B lymphocytes, they mature also here itself. But T lymphocyte, it comes to mature over here in the thymus. Okay, so all the cells are being produced in the bone marrow. In the bone marrow itself, the B lymphocytes mature. In the thymus, the T lymphocytes go and get matured over there. But they have not come across any antigen, any foreign particle as of now. Now, for meeting antigens and dealing with the fights and things like that, they have to go to secondary lymphoid. They have to go to secondary lymphoid organs. And what are those organs, my dear children? Those are spleen, tonsils and things like that. You have spleen, you have tonsils, and what else? Can you guess? Lymph nodes. Okay, lymph nodes, all of them, they are secondary lymphoid organs where the antigens are being trapped, and there these guys goes and fight up. Okay, cool. So I hope you got the answer. Can we move on to the next question? Shweta also said the correct answer. Yes. So since it is too far for me, okay, it's not working, so I have to, okay. Why God? Why did you do this to me today? Yes. Peyer's patch, exactly, Mohammed. Peyer's patch is also something there. Okay. Appendix, Peyer's patch of small intestine. Yes. So Peyer's patch is there. Peyer's patch and tonsils, everything, they come under a big thing that is known as MALT. You know what is MALT? Mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. What is mucosa? The innermost layer, no? Innermost layer of our, gastrointestinal tract, everything is known as mucosa. Now, in this mucosa, there are certain tissues which protect us. Okay, so one such tissue is Peyer's patch. Another one which is present over here, it is our tonsils. All of them, they have so many amounts of lymphocytes and they fight against all these diseases. Okay. Now, chalo, let's see the site where lymphocytes interact with antigens and proliferate to become effector cells. So site where they actually do the fight. So you're talking about secondary lymphoid organs. So you have to find them. So thymus and lymph nodes, bone marrow and thymus, Peyer's patches and tonsils, bone marrow and spleen. What is the answer for this? So every one of you is saying, I have different answers being seen over here. 19C, 19D, B, C, everything is there. Oh my God. Okay, can you tell me one answer, one straight answer, since we already learned about this? My dear children, it's about interaction with the antigens, and it interacts only in the secondary lymphoid organs. If you see the first option, thymus is there and lymph node is there. So I told you this is a secondary lymphoid organ. But thymus is what? A primary lymphoid organ. Here it does not meet the antigens and all. It's just where it is being matured. The T lymphocytes are being matured. So this option is wrong. Bone marrow again is a place where it is being produced. And thymus also is where it is being matured. So this is not an option. Peyer's patches and tonsils. This is the correct option. C is the correct option. This is where the lymphocytes and the antigens come in contact and they fight with each other. Bone marrow again no. Spleen yes. So this becomes your answer. So who all got it C? Kudos to you. Rest all of you, it's totally fine. We are learning. Okay? Let's not do the mistake on the day of exam. That is the only motto of this particular thing. I don't know what is happening. Okay. Chalo. Now, I have to do an adjustment. Until then, please, you guys, just go to the question. Antivenom against snake poison contains what? Antivenom contains against snake poison contains what? Antigens, antigen antibody complex, antibodies or enzymes. What do you think is the answer for this? 20th question. Chalo, first. So you know when a snake bite is there, okay, so usually what happens, so everyone is saying 20C, keep guessing, okay, I'll tell you the answer. So what happens, any antigen when it comes inside our body produces something that is known as antibodies against it. Antibodies against it. Okay, but the first time when the antigen comes in, our body will not be knowing what antibodies to produce and things like that. So the response, okay, the primary response will be very less, which is why we get affected by the disease. But the second time the same antigen comes, we will fight against it really, really well. So that is the usual thing. What is happening over here? When a snake comes and bites us, we cannot wait for antibodies to be produced. It might take so long, we might die. So at this point of time, when we go to the doctor directly gives us what? Antibodies. That this is the antibodies that will help you fight against this particular thing. So the snake poison, the antivenom which is contained the antivenom which is given against the snake poison, it contains antibodies, my dear children. Okay, so your answer is C. So let me see who all are here, new people. So Shagafta, Pradeep, you got it correct, and Yashu, you got it correct, and Shaukat Ali got it correct, Muhammad, and Lojert, okay, I hope I'm spelling it correct, and Shweta, it's 20. Okay, so all of you got it correct, and Pradeep says it's known as passive immunization. Yes, this is known as passive immunization, where you are giving ready-made antibodies. Okay, where you're giving ready-made antibodies, this is known as passive immunization. You're absolutely correct. So children who got this and children who didn't get it, it's okay. We are learning. Chalo, next question. 21st question. Vaccines work by. How does vaccines work? Stimulating the production of antibodies, killing the pathogen directly, reducing inflammation, blocking the entry of pathogens into the body. How do you think vaccines work? So you know during COVID season we were all recommended to take vaccines. So why were we recommended to do so? The people who had COVID, people who didn't have COVID, every one of us were asked to take vaccines. Why? So what is vaccine exactly? Vaccine means someone is inserting weakened pathogens in our body. That means these things, if it gets inside our body, it is not going to cause any trouble. But it is just like the red flag. Okay, so basically it's like showing our body that there is something, there's a red flag. Okay, if this thing comes again, you have to be careful. That is the use of vaccines. So in the vaccines, you are basically giving weakened or basically any part of the pathogen which is not going to ignite an immune response. It should not cause any trouble in us. Okay, it's just acting like a flag that, hey, if something like this comes, you have to produce antibodies. So what does our body do when we get vaccines? Our body will produce certain antibodies against it. Now the next time when the actual disease comes, these antibodies are already prepared and they will fight against this easily. So vaccines work by stimulating the production of antibodies. So A is the answer. So those of you who got A correct, kudos to all of you. I see so many people out there replying and commenting. Oh my God, I'm so happy. So Pradeep, Ravana, I want to name all of you because I know your efforts means a lot to me. So Pavan, Jayalakshmi, hi, Shagafta, Lojert, Mr. Adi, and Muhammad, Yashu, every one of you, my dear children, Srinivas, every one of you, totally great, totally great. Okay. Muhammad, please explain drug and alcohol abuse concept. My dear child, I might not be able to explain the whole thing because I have 20 more questions still left. Okay, so I'll recommend you to go watch the Brahmastra series, and that I have explained. Okay, with the time constraint that I am having, which is why I'm saying. But drugs and all, some part of it we will be covering it today with the questions. Okay, chalo. Let's do. Are you ready for the next question? Our 21st question is being done, and now it's time for 22nd. Which form of pathogen is used in vaccination? Come on, tell me. I told you right away, right now. So, activated and strong pathogenic antigens are being used in vaccination. Preformed antigens are being used. Inactivated and weakened pathogens are being used. Hyperactive and strong pathogens are being used in vaccination. What do you think is the correct answer? In vaccination, what are you going to put inside the body of the organism? I told you right now. So let me see who all heard me correctly. So 22C, 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 Ravana, Mr. Adil, 22C. Okay, I see a lot of you people. Anisha D'Souza, okay, hi. Joy Lakshmi, everyone is saying C, C, C. So shall we lock it? Yes, my dear children. It is what? Obviously, you would not give activated and strong pathogen. If it gets inside our body, it will cause disease in our body. We do not want that. We just want to put the flag that, hey, this is something that could come. A part of it is being put. So when coronavirus was there, we were putting the spike proteins, okay, inside the body. So not exactly the spike proteins, but yes, some part of it, showing that hey, this particular virus has these type of proteins and you have to be really, really careful. Okay. So it is inactivated and weakened pathogen or some other forms of it that we put inside the body during vaccination. So you all are correct, which is why I want to say a big kudos to all of you, and let's go with the next question. Injection of antitoxin and tetanus confers which type of immunization? Now Pradeep answered it initially, okay. So telling you, so when tetanus is there, you give antitoxin. And antitoxin is what? Basically, it is containing the preformed antibodies, the antibodies which our body should be producing. But as I said, in snake bite also, we cannot wait for our body to produce antibodies. But what do? Just a second, okay? Okay, so we are not waiting for our body to produce the antibodies, but basically we are providing it so that it can fight against the disease. So what type of immunization is this? Vinay, and it's me, Akhil, my dear child. I will be replying to you post the live session, okay? In the comment sections, can you just put down in the comment section? I'll reply to you. Fine? Anything about KSET, can you put it down in the comment section? We will be replying to you, okay? So all of you are saying B, B, A, B, 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 B. Autoimmunization? No. It is what? Passive immunization, my dear children. I told you, whenever you are giving ready-made things to your body to fight against something, this will be passive. When your body is actively involved in this, okay, when your body is actively involved in this, you call this active immunization. For example, during vaccination, you are just giving antigens, but your body is the one that produces antibodies. So that is active immunization or basically vaccination. But over here, your body is not doing anything. You are just giving the antibodies, ready-made antibodies, and those antibodies have to fight back against the toxin which is there. So this is passive immunization. Please remember. Okay, ma'am, website is not opening. Probably you should be wait some time for it. Okay, because there might be huge traffic in there, which is why the website might not be opening. Just give some time, it will open. Please don't worry, they will give you ample amount of time, okay, for anything to happen. They might be redoing something in there. So all of you who said 23B, you have got it correct. Let me see who all got it correct. So Shagufta said B, and then Shaukat Ali said B, Mr. Adil said B, Yashu said B, and Vinay said B, Mohammed said B, and that's all. And Ramya said B. So others who got your answers wrong, it's totally fine. Just get it correct. I hope it's clear now. Whenever ready-made things are there, that means you're talking about passive immunization. Now, going ahead with the next thing. Okay. Hepatitis B vaccine is produced from. Hepatitis B vaccine is produced from. Now, can you tell me, the person who is going to tell me the answer for this, what can I do for you? I cannot do anything for you, but yes, I'll claim for sure. So, hepatitis B vaccine is produced from inactivated viruses, yeast, Haemophilus influenzae, Salmonella typhimurium. Now, this is given in your NCERT textbook. Please answer like 24 A, B, C, D. I won't understand which question are you dealing with. Because the live can be slow for you, fast for you. Please tell me with the number of the question. If you have already written, please tell me once more with the number of the question which is there. Children, Bacha Party, please don't do this. Okay. So, Shagufta says it's B, Pradeep says it's, sorry, Shagufta says it's A, Pradeep says it's B, Ravana A, Yashu A, Pavan A, Ramya C, Jayalakshmi A, Srinivas A, Yashu A. So if you're doing copying things, then you will lose marks over here. Listen to me carefully, okay? So, hepatitis B vaccine, it is not produced by C or D or A. It is produced in yeast, my dear children. So what do you do? What do you do? The protein, okay, some part of the protein of hepatitis B virus, okay, the viral protein which is there, that protein, the gene coding for that protein is being put up via a plasmid into the yeast. Now the protein is being made by the yeast, many copies of it is being taken up, and this protein is later inserted in the form of vaccine. Okay, I told you some part of the virus or whatever thing is there, okay, any pathogen, whatever thing is there, it has been put inside the organism's body to elicit an immune response. Now it can be protein or anything. So these proteins have to be made, there has to be multiple copies of it to be made, right? And it is done in yeast. Now where do you find this? Where do you find this? In your, take out your NCERT textbook, what I remember I'll tell you, okay? Go to your, that page, immunization page, okay, where vaccination and immunization is given. The last sentence of that particular page is where it is mentioned that hepatitis B vaccine is produced from yeast, okay? So please get your answer correct. It's totally fine if you got it wrong. I told you, this is why I say NCERT reading is really, really important. Okay, and Pradeep, yes, you got it correct. Kudos to you, everyone. So it's in biotechnology, I guess. In biotechnology also it's there. Sir, come in and you can take it, no problem. Okay. So in biotechnology also, when you talk about yeast, artificial chromosome and all, there's also it's there. So lots of places it's there. So please don't worry. But over here in this particular chapter, it's given in the last line. Okay. Chalo, let's go to the next question. So do you have any doubts in this or can I move ahead? Okay. Okay. The most abundant antibody produced against allergens is... So many hearts and flies, so many things are being flying. Thank you so much. So tell me, the most abundant antibody produced against allergens is? So during allergies, what is that antibody is being produced? I told you, allergy. And it sounds like what? Allergy sounds like 25A. Siddharth Roy is there. Hi. Maruti, Shakatali, everyone. Sri Gauri. Hi dear. And Srinivas, Jayalakshmi, Ravana, study is hi, easy, hi. Yashu, Pradeep, Srinivas, oh my god. Anisha D'Souza, everyone is saying A. It's really, really good. That's how we remember it, okay? Allergy, that means here IgE plays a major role. IgE is being produced when you have an allergy. Okay, this is the antibody. Kudos to you. Chalo, next. Which of the following cells actively participate during allergy? Now that is something, someone has already told the answer, but yes, previously. So, which cell actively participate during allergy? Whenever allergy is there in your body, which is the cell that comes and says that I will protect the body? So, it is B lymphocytes, liver cells, mast cells or red blood cells. Chalo. Shagufta said it's C. Okay. Jayalakshmi, it's A. Pradeep, it's C. Yashu says it's C. Shakatali, C. Anisha, C. Muhammad, C. Study easy. Srinivas. Okay. Shakatali, Vinay. Everyone. Vinay, Baba? No. So whenever I say Baba, please don't get confused. It's my habit of saying that. I'll try to control. It's just like, when you totally, love the people who are there in front of you, it comes out. It's like a slang that comes in. Okay, so please don't get offended or anything like that. So it's C, 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 C. Okay, fine. My dear children, it is actually C. So mast cells are something that is there in our body, and what happens is that on these mast cells, the IgE antibodies comes and attaches and says that, hey, there is what? There is an allergy thing. There is something that is there in our body and it's causing a huge trouble. These things are capturing, these antibodies are capturing the allergens, whatever is causing the allergies, okay? And what happens then? Basically, the mast cells which is there, it releases something which is known as histamine. It releases something that is known as histamine and serotonin. And what does this histamine do? Basically, suppose I have an allergy elsewhere, okay, at this point of time, the blood vessel which is like this, it will dilate the blood vessel. It will dilate the blood vessel. This is known as vasodilation, blood vessel dilation. Why? Because I want more blood cells to come over here. Whenever you have a situation, all of your friends and everyone come at that particular area, right? So that is exactly what is happening over here. But this is something that is unwanted. Our body does not need it, but still it is happening. So this is an hyperactive reaction that is taking place, which is known as allergy. Okay, this is why swelling and all the things happen. And this is the reason why doctors give us antihistamines when we have allergy. You know cetirizine, this is when you have cold and all for no reason, doctors give you cetirizine. Cetirizine has what? Antihistamine. So when if you turn around and you see, you will find it. Okay. K-set, Srinu, K-set, my biology sessions will be starting from Tuesday. Okay, one shot will be given on Tuesday. Works. So everyone who said C, kudos to you, and I hope you understood the concept and you're not blindly learning things, you are understanding concepts, right? Chalo. Next, thank you for giving me so many hearts, I'm so glad. Okay, now 27th question, my dear children. A chemical carcinogen present in tobacco smoke is responsible for, now that is an easy question. A chemical carcinogen, something that causes cancer, okay? Now, it is present in tobacco smoke. It is responsible for what? Skin cancer, pancreatic cancer, stomach cancer, lung cancer, what? What is the answer for this? 27D, 27D, D. Everyone is saying D? Okay. Yes, all of you are saying D, and D is the correct answer. Now over here I am not naming anyone because we want to move ahead with the next question. Okay, so whatever chemical carcinogen is there in the tobacco, whenever someone smokes tobacco, it is going to cause lung cancer. Okay, now which of the following approaches is not used for treatment of cancer? Okay, it is not used for the treatment of cancer. Immunotherapy, surgery, radiotherapy, antiretroviral therapy. Which is not being used? I'm so sorry for not picking out the names. I see so many of you as new people. AAT, AA, Yor, Rahman, hi. Sri Gauri, hi. Lakshmi, hi. And all my other children also hi. Can you please tell me the answer for this? Which is not used for the treatment of cancer. Immunotherapy is when basically you provide immunological cells so that your body becomes strong to fight against diseases. Such as in cancer, you give alpha interferons. The interferons that we spoke about, that is different. This is alpha interferons that you specifically give to cancer patients so that they are immunologically active. The surgery has been done to remove the area that is affected with the cancer cells. Radiotherapy is then where you are putting radiation on the organs or the places where it is affected, and the cancer cells are being killed. So all these methods are the treatment for cancer. What is not? Antiretroviral therapy is not a method for treating cancer, my dear children. So all of you who said D, you are absolutely correct. So let me see, now I am going to say who all said D, okay. So I see lots of people participating in there. 28, I hope... Okay, Pradeep, Shagufta, Revana, Vinay, Yashu, Srinivas, Jayalakshmi, Siddharth, Lakshmi, Shaukat Ali, Sri Gauri, and 8TT, Rahman, Vinay, Siddharth. Siddharth, it's not A, Baba. It's D. Okay, it's the antiretroviral therapy. Cool. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, children, if you're enjoying watching this video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also like the video out there, and also put down your valuable comments. Yes? Okay. Now, diacetylmorphin is a drug obtained from the what? Please, every one of you, I'm telling you again, tell me the answers like this. 29 A, B, C. I'm not able to understand. You're telling me the previous question or not. Okay? So, diacetylmorphin is a drug obtained from. So, Mohammed, for you, you were asking about drugs, no? So, you will be finding certain questions from drugs. Shagufta, okay, Pradeep, Srinivas says it's B, rest of both of you says A. Okay, Siddharth A, Shaukat Ali A, Vinay A, Lakshmi Jadhav A. Okay, Yashu A, other Yashu D, Siddharth A for 20. Okay, Vinay A. Okay, everyone is Jayalakshmi is also saying A. So, let's see. Diacetylmorphin, it means you are talking about what? Heroin. Now heroin, my dear children, it's an opioid drug. It's a opioid drug. In opioid you have two drugs, one is heroin and the other one is morphine. And the other one is morphine. And both of you get it from where? Latex of Papaver somniferum. So Papaver, you know Tupperware, that bottle which is there. Similarly, you have Papaver somniferum, okay, and it has some opium poppies like this. And the latex, the milky things that is being released, that is the one which is responsible for the formation of opioid drugs such as heroin and morphine. So morphine, when it undergoes acetylation, you get heroin. It gets treated and you get heroin. So diacetyl morphine is nothing but heroin, and it's a drug that is obtained from latex of Papaver somniferum. So everyone, not heroin, it's heroin, okay? There is no E at the end. Cool? So this is your answer. Please remember, you are getting three information from here. That is opioid, there are two, heroin and morphine. You get heroin from acetylation of morphine, okay, and you get this from the latex of Papaver somniferum, okay. These three informations are there. So please learn as such. It will be really helpful for you. Jenica D'Souza, hi dear. Chalo. Going ahead with the next question. Tobacco consumption is known to stimulate secretion of adrenaline and noradrenaline. The component causing this could be. So, when someone chews tobacco, it basically secretes a lot of adrenaline and noradrenaline. And what does it do? It increases the blood pressure and things like that, which is why we say you should not be eating tobacco. Okay. Now, hi Mr. Artist. So, why is that so? What is there in tobacco which you should not be having? Come on champions, 30 A, B, C, D, nicotine or tannic acid, curcumin or catechin, there are so many things out there. So let me see your answers, okay. Okay, Ravana said A, Pradeep said it's A, Mr. Artist A, Srinivas A, Lakshmi A, Shokatali A, Jai Lakshmi A, Maruti A, Jenica D'Souza, she says A, that is nicotine. Yashu also says it's A. Other Yashu also says it's A. You all are correct. Okay, all your gang members, all of you are really correct, my dear children. It's nicotine which is there in tobacco. And this nicotine is the one that raises the blood pressure and things like that. Please remember, it raises the blood pressure. This is again a question that is really important. So you will be asked in a 5-mark question that I saw in model question paper, that is, they have given, there is a drug that raises the blood pressure. Now you are not aware what is that drug. Okay, so it is nicotine. So please remember that. Okay. Shagufta also, 30A. Great, my dear children. Chalo. 31st question. Heroin formed by acetylation. Okay, yeah. Heroin formed by acetylation of morphine is commonly called as. Now, one more information you are going to get about heroin. Can someone say it is known as coke, crack, smack, charas? What do you call this? Heroin, you have a common slang to it, a common name to it. So what do you call this? So 31st, see, Ravana says, Jenica says it's crack, okay. C, smack, okay. So let's see who is correct, okay. So let's see who is correct. My dear children, it is smack, okay. It is smack that you get from heroin. Crack is something else. The next question I think will be that something else only. So heroin is also known as smack. Okay. How do we remember it? Smack, heroin. So heroin basically is a depressant. Okay, we can remember like this. I'll try. Okay. Heroin basically is a depressant. It makes our body slow down a bit. Okay, and when we are depressed or things like that, what do we need? We need friends, obviously. Apart from that, I need some snacks. So we can remember smack like that. Okay, we can remember smack like that. I know that's a very weird way of learning, but that's how we biology people associate things and learn. Let's be creative. Yes, either way, heroin actress is a smack. Okay, either way. Okay, either way you can remember it. Chalo, next. Great. Marijuana is extracted from raisin leaves and flowers of cannabis plant, ergot fungus, roots of hemp plant, cocoa plant. Tell me the answer for this. This is 32. Hi Ashu and Shaukat Ali, I saw your answers. Okay, I am Admiring you all for telling me all the answers. So, marijuana is extracted from what, my dear children? 32 answer. 32A, okay, Ravana, Shagufta, Pradeep, Mr. Artist, Yashu, Srinivas, Janika. Okay, everyone is saying A. Yashu, Baba, you are, so sorry for saying Baba, okay. Yashu, you are saying D, you have to check. A. Shaukat Ali also says A. Okay. So, my dear children, marijuana is actually extracted from the resin, leaves and flowers of cannabis plant. So, there is one plant. Remember this very clearly. The name of this plant is Cannabis sativa. And different parts of this plant are being used for the production of different drugs. It's not just marijuana. It can be ganja. Okay, it can be ganja, it can be charas. Anything that you get from different parts of this plant. So, marijuana is extracted from resin, leaves and flowers of cannabis plant. Actually, it's not all, but it's some part of the particular plant is being used for extracting what, marijuana, and some other part could be used for taking ganja or charas. You get it? But anyway, this is the best option that is given below. So, this would be the answer. Okay? Yes, ma'am, we too remember like this only during exams. I know, even I feel that I'm a student as of now itself. So, it's okay, I can relate to you all. So, 32, everyone says it's A, except, okay. So, I hope you got the answer, my dear children. Sukanya, hi, my dear child. So, that's someone new over here telling the answer. That's really great. Chalo, we are up for the next question. That is, charas and ganja are the drugs which affect. Chalo. So, you are getting one more information. Also hashish, yes. Thank you for reminding me, Anisha D'Souza. Yes, also hashish is also there in ganja, charas category. Okay, marijuana category, you have hashish as well. Now, yeah, charas and ganja are the drugs which affect what? Respiratory system, cardiovascular system, digestive system, nervous system. What is the answer for this? 33. Okay, Shagufta, Pradeep, Yashu, Sukanya, Ravana, Janika, Srinivas, Mr. Artist, Yashu, Lakshmi. Lakshmi, can you please check once? Okay. Jai Lakshmi, Anisha, okay, everyone, oh my god, everyone is saying the same answer. So, that has to be correct. Shaukat Ali is also saying B. Yes, my dear children, it is cardiovascular system that is getting affected. Now, a little piece of information for you all to remember. Are you ready? Chalo. So, the opioids which is there, which you get from, what say, papaver somniferum, it is going to affect your CNS, that is central nervous system. Okay, central nervous system, and also your gastrointestinal system, as in your food passage and everything like that. That is about opioids. Under opioids comes what? Your heroin and morphine. Cool? Now, comes the next category that is known as cannabinoids. That is the ones that you obtain from cannabis sativa. That means you're talking about hashish again, you are talking about charas, you're talking about ganja, you're talking about marijuana, everything which is out there. Cannabinoids are the ones that affect your cardiovascular system. That means your heart pumping things and everything. So, it is affecting the cardiovascular system. Okay. Now, next thing, you have coca alkaloids. That is the next category. Coca alkaloids, where you have just one example given in your textbook, and that is cocaine. Cocaine, what does it affect? Again, it affects the CNS. So, there are two drugs that affects the CNS. There is only one drug given in your NCERT that affects the cardiovascular system, and that is cannabinoids. Okay, and I'll tell you one more thing. Should I tell you one more thing? Ma'am, I can score more than 90% by knowing little bit of syllabus. Yes, cannabinoids for cardiovascular, little bit of syllabus. Obviously, it's not just little bit of syllabus, you should be knowing at least a bit. But the thing is, if you know a lot from the most important chapters and all, you would be scoring really well. So, I have made up a video where I am saying about scoring 65 plus marks by studying 8 chapters. Please watch those videos, it is really important for you. If you are someone who faced difficulty while studying, initially you might have some family problems or whatever is there. Okay, so it's for all of you, you can just go give a watch, but not promoting it. But if you do not have time, do that. Yes. So I hope all of you got your answer, and with this you have to solve the other questions as well. Now I'll tell you one more thing, and that is the cocoa alkaloids which is there. I told it affects the CNS, central nervous system. Now this cocaine and all, it causes what, my dear children? Hallucination. You will see cows flying, okay? You will see cows flying and snakes walking around and things like that. There are hallucination being caused because of cocoa alkaloids. Now apart from that, there are two more things that is given in your NCERT which causes hallucination. One is Atropa belladonna and the other one is Datura. So these three things are responsible for what? Hallucination, my dear children. Okay. Hallucination, as in some hallucination. What do you mean by that? Basically, you are not going to understand what is happening entirely there. You are going to see things which is not in real. Okay, which is not in real, which is why it is said that drugs are so dangerous. Suppose you are having drugs and then you are crossing the road. You do not know whether it's a road, the traffic is moving or not, nothing. You are in a whole different world. And that's why it becomes so dangerous, which is why we say we should not be having drugs. We should not be even trying it. Okay, and they cause a huge lot of trouble inside our body. And RN is saying, ma'am, sorry for unrelated question, but is master stroke series enough for case set? Yes, it will be really helpful for case set. Okay, please attend the live sessions also for the question practice. Yeah. Chalo, shall we move ahead? Chalo. Okay, I hope you got all this thing. Please remember this thing if you want to take a screenshot of this, but you should know this. Now, going ahead. 34th question. Cocaine is obtained from, tell me, my dear children, cocaine, where do you get cocaine from? Where do you get cocaine from? Erythroxylum coca, Papaver somniferum, Atropa belladonna, Datura stramonium. Chalo, where is the gang? Chuttu gang telling the answers. Shagufta is here saying A is the answer. I'll just move a bit. Mr. Artist says A, Shaukat Ali says A, Yashu A, Pradeep A, Sukanya A, Lakshmi A. Mr. Artist says A, Lakshmi Joshi says A. Every one of you is absolutely correct. Cocaine is obtained from Erythroxylum coca, my dear children. So this is the answer. It's a straight question, right? Anisha also says A. Yes, kudos to you. So I'm just going ahead for the question which is very much straight. Now again, cocaine is commonly called as smack, coke, crack, both A and C. What is the answer for this? Yes, Sukanya, Erythroxylum coca. Okay. What is the answer for this? Cocaine is commonly known as what? Smack, coke, crack, both A and C. Manju says A. Manju, we studied smack. You know, snack we have when we are depressed. So it's heroin that causes depression, not depression as such, it is making your body slow down. That is why it is known as depressant. And that's when we have snacks, and that is snacks. That is totally different thing. So, okay. Ravana says it's B, Lakshmi says it's A, Shaukat Ali says it's D, Mr. Artist says it's D, Shagufta says it's B, Sukanya says it's 35 A and C, okay. Mr. Artist says it's D. Anyone else too? Pradeep says it's B and C, ma'am. Okay. Okay. There's a mistake that I did. Which is why I think my dear children were not able to answer. Forgive me for the mistake. Now it's fine. It's B and C. Okay? It's B and C. So, 35. Cocaine is commonly called as coke or crack. Both. Coke or crack, my dear children. So, your answer will be both B and C. D. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Okay? It will be both B and C. I didn't see the option as well. 35 answer is D. Okay? I think I have answered it correctly over here. It's B. B for ball. So, C for cocaine. Coke and crack. Okay? Ma'am, tell Manju, I'm listening. Next question. Manju, you can ask me, okay? I am still here listening, seeing your thing. Okay, cocaine is a CNS stimulant. That means it stimulates your central nervous system. I told you cocaine, right? As it interferes with the transport of a neurotransmitter, there is a chemical that is being released and it interferes with the release of this particular chemical. What is this chemical? Acetylcholine, glutamate, dopamine, glycine. What is this particular chemical? Meow, yes, I remember you. Pradeep says it's C, Shagufta says it's C. Manju Baba, you can tell me what you were asking, okay? So let's see, cocaine is a CNS stimulant, that is it affects the central nervous system and it affects by interfering with a neurotransmitter. What is that neurotransmitter? Every one of you are saying C. Sukanya, can you just check once, please? Okay, Shagufta, Anisha, Ravana, Lakshmi, Shakatali. Okay, chalo. I'll tell you the story of this. So what happens is that our neurons are going to release certain chemicals, right? These chemicals which are there, this is dopamine. And dopamine is said to be the happy hormone or neurotransmitter, things like that. It goes and binds with the receptors of the next neuron and sends a signal and things like that. So usually what happens, our neurons releases dopamine. After some time, no, this dopamine whichever is there, it goes back as well after the thing is being done. But over here, when you are taking cocaine, it is not allowing it to transport back these dopamine. It is not allowed to transport back. And what happens hence? This dopamine is just there, it's being released and it keeps on igniting the whole thing again and again, the neurons again and again, which is why you're always happy. Okay, there's a, what do you call this? There's a term for it. Exotica, what I have forgot somehow. Okay, so you feel immensely happy, not in a good way, okay, because think, a situation is like there might be a sad situation but still you might be laughing because you're not able to control your laughter and things like that. You might feel it's funny but it's not funny after a point of time and it's not like it just makes you laugh. There will be so many other things that will be happening, hallucination, things like that, which will be really, really difficult. So please do not say, because since I am saying euphoria, exactly, thank you. Okay, Pradeep, yes, it's a sense of euphoria that is being created with the help of this. Okay, so please do not get motivated by any of my things over here. I'm just explaining you why it happens, okay? So every one of you got it correct. So let's get into the next answer. Sorry, next question. Yes, which of the following plants does not possess hallucinogenic properties? You are asked which of the following plant does not possess hallucinogenic properties. Erythroxylum coca, Atropa belladonna, Datura, Papaver somniferum. Now, if you heard me correctly previously, you are gonna say this answer really, really fast. 37D. Shagufta D, 37D, okay. Others, what about you? Srinivas is also saying D, okay. Keep on guessing, my dear children. Anisha D'Souza says it's D, okay. Jenica, it's D, A, sorry, Jenica says it's A, yeah. Can you just check once? Jenica, Erythroxylum coca, I told you it is producing what? Cocaine, and it is a hallucinogen, right? So, my dear little children, the answer will be D. These three plants, as I said, they are going to cause hallucination. So, I have mentioned right over here. Where is it? Just give me a second. I'm going to. Array. We discussed it, right? Yeah, here. So, Atropa belladonna, Datura and coca alkaloids, that is cocaine and everything, they are all causing hallucination, my dear children. Three of them are there. Clash Riders, thank you so much, da. Okay, so over here, where is our question? This is our question and this will be our answer. Papaver somniferum is the answer for this question. Rest all of them, they are going to cause thing. Sorry ma'am, I was late. It's totally fine. No problem. You do not have to be sorry. Ma'am, where are you from? I will tell that at the end of the session. Okay, Chalo. We just have 3 more questions and then I'll tell all the things, okay? So which drug is being excessively taken by some sports person nowadays? Which drug is being taken excessively by some sports person nowadays? You have opioids, you have barbiturates, you have cannabinoids, and you have LSD. Hi Reister, that's someone new. Ma'am, it's D. Are you talking about 38th question? 38th. Please write 38 and tell me the answer. Then only I'll understand. Pradeep says it's C. Shagufta says it's C. Srinivas says it's C. Anisha says it's C. Children, are you sure it's C? I know why you are saying C. Okay. Can anyone say why you are saying C? What is the reason why you are saying cannabinoids is the answer? You know what? Sports people know. They have to increase their power for all the things that they are doing. And suppose they are getting injured and things like that, still they would have to what? Get up and do a lot of things. So they take a lot of painkillers and things like that to suppress the pain and still move on with whatever working and things like that. So they actually need certain drugs which would be painkillers, which would be acting like analgesics. Analgesics are something that will kill the pain, my dear children. So over here, okay, okay, there are certain, okay, you are talking about it gives energy. You are saying it gives energy. Yes, they take drugs which gives energy, but over here there are no drugs which is there for high energy and things like that. Okay. Too much energy is not being mentioned over here. No drugs over here. So basically, as Sukanya is saying, my dear child, you are correct. It is A. Why? In opioid, I told you, it's a tricky question. In opioid, you have heroin and you have what? One more thing, that is morphine. Heroin is going to act like a depressant. It is going to slow down your body. What does morphine do? Doctors, they use morphine as an analgesic, painkiller, sedative. Okay. So basically, in your NCRT, it is mentioned that the people who basically are in the sports category and things like that, they take a lot of analgesics and painkillers. So that is how we have arrived from this answer to this answer, that is opioid is the one. Barbiturates, what does it do? Barbiturates are the one that is basically for treating insomnia. That means the people who do not get sleep, for them to have proper sleep and things like that, you have you have what? Barbiturate, amphetamines and drugs like that. That is a whole different category of drugs. Okay, they act like they treat insomnia and also depression. My dear children. Cannabinoids are, as I said, it affects the cardiovascular activity mostly, and people do not take it as such. For sports person and all, they do not take it. Okay. So, ma'am, and what is LSD? That is another chemical drug, okay, that is synthetically made. It is not naturally being produced, it is chemically being made. Okay. Cool? Chalo. Next. 39th question. Which drug is used as a medicine to help patients cope with depression and insomnia? Since I told you right now, you have to tell me the answer. Okay. Which is used to treat depression and insomnia? Morphine, amphetamines, cannabinoids, cocaine. If you heard me correctly, you would be knowing the answer. Clash Riders, I'm coming to you. Okay, wait. My dear children, can you try it out? Which drug is used to treat depression and insomnia? It is B. Pradeep says it's B. Sukanya says morphine. Morphine is for painkiller. Sukanya, morphine is for painkiller. Shagufta says it's okay, Shagufta's answer went. Shagufta says it's A. Jashu says it's B. Anisha says it's B. Okay, my dear children, you did not listen to me carefully. See, over here, when I was talking about barbiturates, I told you one thing, it treats insomnia and depression. Along with it, I also told about amphetamines. So barbiturates and amphetamines are the ones that treats insomnia and depression. Yes, LSD is lysergic acid dimethylamide. You are true. You're correct. And that is not a synthetic thing. Sorry, that is not a natural thing. It is chemically being made, LSD. So, which drug is used as a medicine to help patients cope with depression and insomnia? It will be amphetamines. Barbiturates and amphetamines. This is the answer. So, B is the answer. Yeah, Reister? Reister. Yes, you are entirely correct. Okay. Now, the last question of this particular class. A chemical structure is given below. Identify its plant source. So, this is the structure. You have to tell what is the source, plant source, and what is the structure, first thing. If I tell you what is the structure of, you will be basically telling the answer very easily, but I don't want you to do that. I want you to remember it. I'll give one clue. This looks like an O. This looks like an O. Now you tell me. 40C. Shaukat Ali says it's C. Suganya says, Yashu says it's 3. Suganya C. Srinivas C. Yes, this is an opioid, and this opioid is morphine, my dear children. This opioid is morphine, and you get it from what? Papaver somniferum. Get it from Papaver somniferum. Now, in your NCERT, there is one more diagram given of, I think, cocaine. Okay, so just go through the diagram. Cocaine, how do you understand? Basically, they have something like this. Some rings like this being formed. Okay, that is how, not this, basically this, okay, that is being formed. Just go through the picture once, okay, it will be really important for you. Yes, no, it's not diacetylmorphine, it's just morphine, okay, and you get it from Papaver somniferum. Got it? So with this, we are completing all the 40 questions of this particular chapter, that is human health and diseases. I hope you understood each and every question. If you're still facing any difficulty, okay, ma'am C, yes, Reister, you're correct. So if you're facing any difficulty in understanding any question, you can put down in the comment section. Also, whatever doubts you asked, apart from whatever I was teaching you, such as cases and things like that, if at all I have missed anything, you can put it down in the comment section. I will be answering that. Okay, and Pradeep, thank you so much, means a lot. And for those of you who are asking me where I am from, so basically I was born and brought up in Indore, Madhya Pradesh, but I am actually a Malayali, I am a Keralite. Okay, so my roots are from Kerala, but I was born and raised up elsewhere. Yeah, so thank you Yashu, thank you so much, and Srinivas, thank you dear. Thank you all of you. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our little channel and my session over there. And if you have any doubts, put it down in the comment section. Okay, cool, works. Chalo. Anything else? You have any doubts? I will wait for a minute and then I'll go out. So I think it's done. Sukanya, thank you so much, my child. Thank you, means a lot. Ma'am, can we score 140 plus in case it? Okay, by master stroke, yes, you can actually score really good by master stroke. So just go and go through all the sessions which are there. Teachers are putting a lot of efforts. It's not just me, all of them. Okay, so please do that. Shaukat Ali, thank you dear. Thank you. Srinivas, you don't know my name, it's okay. My name is Jasmine Joy. Okay. Okay, so I think we shall end the session and thank you all. Surprise is case test series, yeah. There is very big surprise out there. So yes, thank you all for coordinating and bye-bye. Take care. Have a good night's sleep. Even I have to go and sleep. So take care. Bye-bye.